Each year, 160,000 children worldwide are diagnosed with cancer, and they need our help more than ever. In the United States, childhood cancer kills more children than any other disease. The St Baldrick's Foundation is the world's largest volunteer-driven fundraising event for childhood cancer research. Brave volunteers have their heads shaved to stand in solidarity with kids fighting cancer. Shavees collect donations from family, friends, and associates. The foundation receives these funds and makes grants to research experts to find new and better treatments for kids' cancers. You don't have to go bald to make a difference. You can donate, volunteer your time, or plan an event. More than 3,100 events have taken place since 2000 in all 50 states, District of Columbia, and 28 countries. Children like these guide us every day in the fight against cancer for them and so many others.
My passion for finding a cure for this terrible disease has definitely grown. And then my dear friend Shannon, who is an amazing woman, approached me this year saying that she heard about this organization called St Baldrick's, and that every year they have a big event that they do where people shave their heads to raise money for cancer research. And St Baldrick's main focus is on pediatric oncology research.
I met a little girl, she was 11, who had cancer, and so she had no hair, had no eyebrows. She'd been going through the chemo, and it really hit home for me what I was doing and why this was such a big deal.
Through my wife, through her friends, so when she proposed it to me, it was more of a, hey, do you want to do this in March? It'll be a lot of fun, and whatever. And she was just excited about shaving her head. She's always talked about just, I'm just gonna shave my head because it's driving me nuts because I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So it's a little bit of an opportunity for her to do that, and I figured it'd be fun to have to pitch in with it as well. People have seen me shave my head bald, but this time it'll actually count for something. Bowl cut.
Let's give it 2K on that.
Oh.
Nice compliment. That's a nice hair.
Yeah.
Shannon's having trouble too.
Here it comes, all gone, $90.
Swallow there.
Seriously, this is hard. One might need
Yeah. We went through and looked at a couple of their stories, and Shannon's told me a couple of the stories that she went and read. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, reading their stories and seeing what they, what their hopes are, and hopefully they'll see them.
And I actually have a friend who did this for St Baldrick's many years ago, and just looking at the pictures of things that she had done with the pictures that she had taken of herself bald and what a huge step that was really kind of inspiring for me. And just thinking about now that I have two of my own kids, it's hard when they get colds even. It's hard to deal with sick kids, and I just thinking more about parents who not only have to deal with the original diagnosis of having a doctor look at you and say your kid has cancer. And so people that I've told that I'm doing this, they say, oh, you're so brave. I'm not brave enough to shave all my hair off, but thinking about being in the shoes of parents and of kids who are actually going through this, I'm not the brave one at all. My hair will grow back in 3 months. Without research and the funding for research and everything that is what I'm doing this for, they wouldn't be here. And so even though $2 may not seem like it makes a difference, $5, it all adds up. And if that's the $5 that funds the scientist to put his lab coat on at the end of the day and find something that's going to cure these kids, or even that's going to help them get past it and make it through this journey, that's that's what it's about. That's why I decided that this is something that is a little more important than my hair. St Baldrick's is an amazing organization. They, next to the government, provide the most amount of funding for pediatric oncology research in the country. And it's amazing the things that they do, not only to help provide money for that critical research, but they help the families. They're really into support the families who, you know, not every family is going to have the amount of money that it's going to take, even with their health insurance, to get their kids through treatment of cancer and, you know, beyond, as they move on to hopefully being happy, healthy children. It's a huge financial undertaking, and so St. Baldrick's is in it definitely to help the families. Awareness is important, but the bottom line is just making a difference. It's good to know when you're donating to these causes where the money is going, and knowing that St. Baldrick's is a fantastic organization, and they will tell you where every last penny of their money is going. So,
unfortunately, I have lost a number of relatives to cancer. A cousin who was young, he was a teenager. You know, another cousin, a great uncle, and my grandfather, who I was really close with. It's a disease that knows no boundaries. You know, men, women, adults, children, every age and race and walk of life. Everyone can be affected by cancer. I think after losing Grandpa, I didn't really deal with it. I just kind of stuffed it away and said, you know, if I pretend like this didn't happen, it'll go away. But unfortunately, it doesn't just go away. So then several years ago, I was approached to do some photography. Sure, I can photograph that. That'll be kind of cool. That'll be something neat to have for my portfolio. And, then I really got involved with the group, and I got to know the people in the group, and they are some very amazing individuals who are all cancer survivors. My passion for finding a cure for this terrible disease has definitely grown.
St. Baldrick's is proof that one person, one shaved head, or even $1 can make a difference in the fight against childhood cancer. Since 2000, $81 million have been raised, with $50.5 million committed to cooperative research. You can support kids fighting cancer and saving lives with your tax-deductible donation. Please spread the word for these wonderful and deserving children.